Hi, this is Mr. Orr with Lesson 1 of using the TI-84 Plus calculator and the TI-83. They're quite similar in enough ways for our purposes at this point. Now, I'm going to start by assuming that you already know how to use the basic function keys over here: division, multiplication, subtraction, and addition. What I'd like to show you is a few other fairly basic features. You may already know about these, but I'd like to cover them anyway. And as we move along in future lessons, we will get more and more complex in the use of this calculator. But for starters, let's take a look at how a couple of different ways that you could square a number. So if I bring a 6 up to the screen, and a couple of things to notice here. This is the screen that you have on your calculator. Over here on this side is an enlargement of that screen. In the middle there are enlargements of several other screens that we will use in the future. But for now you may either look over here or over here, and from time to time I will show you, I will press the history of what keys we've hit along the way, so that if you need to review any of the processes you may. But at the moment we'll go to large screen here, and the first thing that I'm going to do then is do a 6, and then I want to square that number. So 6 and then this little up arrow or caret, and then we'll square it, so to the second power, and you can see up here on the screen that we have 6 to the second, and then I hit enter and I have the answer 36. Now let's try that to a different power. 6 to the third power is here, and if I enter I get 216. So I can do it to any power. In fact, you're aware of negative powers, and so we might as well take a look at one of those. Let's do 6 to the negative 2 power. So I'm going to go up arrow here. Then I'm going to hit the negative sign, not the subtraction sign, but the negative sign here. We'll do 6 to the we'll do negative 2. 6 to the negative 2 power. That should be 1 over 36. And if we enter, that gives me that decimal, 0.02777, etc. Notice, by the way, out here at the end, there's an 8. This sequence, 77777, keeps going. But what the calculator has done, as it ran out of room over here, is to round up to an 8 for the last digit. Now, let's see if we in fact did get 1 over 36. And the way to do that is to go over here to Math. And you see the word frac up here for fraction. Now, I'm going to hit enter to call up that little function. And then I'm going to take this answer here and turn it into a fraction by hitting enter a second time. And that's what I get, 1 over 36. Now, if I wanted to turn that back into a decimal, I could go to Math. I could go here to number 2 decimal. It looks like I have to go scroll down on this screen right there. And if I hit enter twice, I go back to the decimal that I had. All right. Now, there's another way to square a number. If I simply did that 6 and then hit x squared over here and enter, I would get 36. But my preference is to use this caret right here, and the reason is it's much more flexible. This is only for squaring, but what I'm interested in doing most of the time is having the flexibility to make a decision as I move along as to what power I want to take a number to. So just reviewing this one more time: 6 caret second power, enter, 36. And if I want it again, let's do a different number this time. Let's do 5 to the negative 3. 5, so we go 5, up arrow, negative down here, negative 3, enter, and I get a decimal, 0.008. If I want to turn that decimal into a fraction, I go over here to Math, and I hit enter, and then enter again, and it comes out to be 1 over 125, and of course that's what we'd expect, because 5 to the third is 125, so 5 to the negative 3 is 1 over 125. Okay, let's conclude that for lesson 1. Be back another time with lesson 2.